time to get more headspace in your Winnebago Revel by removing the overhead panel in the rear of the truck. The problem is, doing so leaves an unsightly motor exposed to the interior. So, Technic Competition, with the help of Tony, a fellow Revel owner, designed this motor cover to keep the interior looking nice while also allowing you to get the extra 4 or so inches of headspace by taking that original factory panel out of the way. Now, if you've come to this video after purchasing the product and you want to see how it's installed, feel free to jump ahead to this timestamp below to get started on the instructional segment of the video. But if you want to learn more about the product itself, stick around and we will take a closer look at the cover. So this here is 3D printed with a durable ASA plastic, so it's not going to deform in the heat of summer like other 3D printed materials out there might. ASA is very similar in chemical composition to the ABS plastic used in automotive that some are more familiar with the added benefit that ASA is resistant to UV rays, so it's not going to fade in the sunlight like ABS. So even if you don't wrap it in fabric, the color is going to stay true for a very long time. But as you can see here, the fabric wrap does give this cover a really nice integrated look and feel. We don't currently offer an option for wrapping the covers ourselves before we sell them to you, but if enough of you reach out to inquire about such a service, maybe it's something we can consider offering in the future. Another interesting part of all this is how the motor cover itself came to be. Technic Competition is a 501c3 nonprofit, and in making this part, Tony got to see his idea come to life, and 2 mentees, who were me and my partner Owen, got to learn what it takes to bring a product to market and operate a profitable business. Technic wants to repeat the successful scenario with other mentees and aspiring designers so that the profit that comes from selling good products at a fair price lends itself to the organization's success. This way, we aren't completely reliant on donors, but on the positive results of our mission. If you want to learn more about getting involved with Technic, check out our website at techniccompetition.com. So with that, let's show you what comes in the box when you buy this and how to install it in your RV. So the first thing you'll find when you open the package is a link to this video. So it ironically is like an infinite mirror of sorts, where this video refers to this video, that refers to this video. And your gray cover, this is currently offered in gray and black. The gray is pretty close to the gray that you'll find inside the interior of your factory Winnebago. After that, you'll see the hardware pack, small screws, 1 front screw, 2 self-tapping screws, an L bracket, and a Z bracket, and I will show you how to install all of these after we take a look at the original configuration of the car and what we need to take apart before this goes in. So the only tools that you're going to need to do this job are a small flathead screwdriver, an electric drill with a Phillips head attachment, and either a 13 or a 1/2 inch wrench. The wrench is going to be the first thing you use to remove a factory screw on this side of the motor cover. So you're going to go ahead and take this bottom screw out, and this is where the L bracket's going to go. Remove it all the way, put it through the hole in the L bracket, and point the 90 of the L bracket towards the center of the RV, overlapping the motor like so. You're going to try to make this flat surface perpendicular with the ground, so usually kind of pushing it up as far as it'll go. Then you can lock this down, holding it up so that it doesn't move out of place. I should let you know before I go any further, this all happens after the original factory panel is removed. I don't have the original panel anymore to show you how that gets removed, so you might want to consult maybe another de-instructional video to see how that comes out. So once that comes out, this whip that holds your electrical cables will be loose, and we're going to want to reattach that in a new place, which is the reason for our Z bracket. But before we do that, we have to take the top section of the cable cover and reverse it. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these off at the sides, taking care not to overextend the plastic and break it. So you're just gonna go right past the round part to free this up. Once that's off, we're going to reverse it, putting it in front of the cable. So the cable's gonna sit behind it like so, and then just snap it back on. So when you put the Z bracket on, you're going to want to align it with where the cable cover already sits on the wall. So try to line it up so that it's sitting directly in front of it. And you're going to use one of your, if I can grab it, silver self-tapping screws up at the top The self-tapping screw is going to create the hole in the aluminum bracketry that's already inside the van that holds the bracket in place. After the first screw is installed, you can go ahead and put the second self-tapping screw right next to it, and this puts it firmly in place. Then you take your 2 small black screws to attach the cable cover to the new Z bracket. Again, the self-tapping screw is going to make its own hole in the new Z bracket. Go ahead and put it where you want. And screw number 2. At this point, you can take your motor cover, and quick note, sometimes this white control box is just dangling about up here. So you might want to take a piece of double-sided tape and affix it in a way that it's out of the way of the motor cover, possibly to the side L bracket here that's holding the motor in place. So once that is where you want it, all the screws are in, you can take your motor cover, put the lip of the cover into this channel back here and this opening over the cables, pop it up in place, place it where you like, and use your final black self-tapping screw to make a hole in the L bracket where you want your motor cover to sit. Now once you go through the aluminum, you don't want to tighten the motor cover down too hard. It is plastic after all, so just snug it right up to the surface and let it be. Thank you for watching the video, and if you're interested in getting one of these of your own, if you haven't done so already, head over to our website and pick one out.